We start with News 12 sources confirming a 9th arrest in connection with the missing 14-year-old from Patchogue who was found on that boat.
Yeah, sources telling us that Deshawn McClain is accused of having sexual contact with the teen on January 9th and 23rd at the Children's Mental Health Facility that she was staying at in Suffolk County after she was found. Now, McClain is an employee at that facility. He was arraigned for 2 counts of sexual abuse and endangering the welfare of a child, according to court documents. Now, those documents also revealed that 42-year-old McClain was arrested after a review of surveillance video of the incident.
And court documents show McClain pleaded not guilty. We reached out to his attorney, but have not yet heard back.
Controversy in Bridgeport tonight after a popular police officer is placed on administrative leave while the department investigates his actions. Our Frank Recchia has this exclusive story.
I think that what has occurred is highly unethical.
Bridgeport Councilwoman Jasmarie Melendez.
I definitely think that this officer should be fired.
Speaking out today after the Bridgeport Police Department said this officer, Sergeant Marlon Campo, has been put on administrative leave with pay. While the department declined to offer any details about what exactly he's alleged to have done.
This man is a good man.
Councilman George Cruz said the city was buzzing today with news of the administrative action the department took against Campo, whom he describes as being a well-regarded veteran officer.
I admire and respect him very much for his professionalism.
We have no transparency.
Melendez, meantime, says the whole situation highlights the need for the Bridgeport Police Commission, which, among other things, handles disciplinary actions, to be more directly accountable to the public.
What we would need is this police commission board to be acting and operating as a civilian review board, which New Haven has and other municipalities do have, where community members are a part of a board and a part of a process. When moments like this occur, that they will be having authority to also investigate.
As police investigate, Cruz with a message for Campo.
My constituents love this guy. That's how good he is. That's how good he comes across. So it's sad to hear what's going on, but I hope and pray that he's all right, his family's all right, and I pray that the Chief Porter will get to the bottom of it.
In Bridgeport, Frank Recchia, News 12, Connecticut.
Well, the police department saying tonight it never discusses pending personnel matters.
A new sanitation rule is about to dramatically change how business improvement districts handle trash. Starting on August 1st, the city will require all garbage to be put in containers. But as News 12's Edric Robinson explains, some believe this will do more harm than good.
This policy leaves us paralyzed.
For years, business improvement districts like the one here in Morris Park have helped keep streets clean by collecting trash.
365 days a year, 2 full-time staff, 7 hours a day.
But now a new city rule says all collected trash must be placed in bins, not bags left on the curb, which will reduce rat infestations.
We don't have places to put the garbage that's being accumulated because the SNY would issue violations to us if we put them neatly in bags next to the trash cans.
Bids across the city say their challenges vary. Some have high foot traffic, bringing more trash. Others deal with illegal dumping like this.
It is right now full. So what happened here was that somebody already dumped additional trash.
Tepula says under the new rule, if someone dumps household trash in a bid district, the bid, not the person responsible, gets fined. The city says it has been working with bids on solutions. In a statement, a DSNY spokesperson said in part, "We have frequent ongoing communication with bids across the city, and we retimed the implementation of this rule in response to their concerns." The proposed rule simply states that bids cannot leave bags on the streets.
So we literally have no money to hire trucks to move the excessive trash into DSNY's garages, which is DSNY's job.
And these bids tell me that they're doing their part to take care of the public's trash, but they need help from the city before this rule goes into effect. The question now is, will sanitation listen? In Morris Park, Edric Robinson, News 12 The Bronx.
All right, something to prepare for nonetheless. Edric, thank you.
Well, tonight investigators in New Rochelle are trying to figure out how a teenage boy died.
And he was found unresponsive in an intersection. News 12's Melanie Palmer has this story.
Officers here with New Rochelle police are trying to get to the bottom of what happened to this 15-year-old boy. He went to New Rochelle High School. The school district superintendent says he leaves behind an immeasurable void in the hearts of those who knew him. A frantic search for answers.
Once you see the yellow tape, I mean, you know something is serious.
It all stems from what happened right across the road from where Eduardo Valencia lives. At the corner of Charles Street and Washington Avenue in New Rochelle.
Saw a whole lot of cops out here, and then everybody was just like wondering what it was.
This is where 15-year-old Johnson Tema was found unresponsive Thursday morning. He later died at the hospital.
It's a sad story, but we'll get to the bottom of it.
Captain J. Collins Coyne says they have a lot to investigate, especially when it comes to the moments before Tema was found.
We have some persons of interest that we're speaking to who may have some knowledge about this.
Police say there's no threat to the public. Regardless, neighbors are shaken up.
Always a tragedy when something around here, scares the kids.
And their hearts go out to the family hurting from this loss.
It's just really sad to hear that it's happening right across the street, especially, like I said, I have a kid now.
The medical examiner's office is looking into the cause and manner of Tema's death. Meanwhile, the city school district of New Rochelle has its crisis and support teams ready for those struggling during this difficult time. In New Rochelle, Melanie Palmer, News 12.
Police are now identifying the pedestrian killed in yesterday's hit and run in Lake Grove. We are told the victim is 24-year-old Sampata Adula of Lake Grove. As we reported, police say she was trying to cross Wisconsin Highway near Halleck Road when she was struck by a car around 6:20 yesterday morning. The intersection between Halleck Road and East Moriches Road was shut down for hours as police collected evidence at the scene.
They'll find the person, I'm sure. There was a guy here who witnessed it, and he saw the vehicle and stuff, so I'm sure they'll be able to catch the person.
And if you have any information about it, Suffolk County Police want to hear from you. They're asking people to call Crime Stoppers. That number is 1-800-220-TIPS. All calls are kept anonymous.
A new law for drivers under the age of 21 will be implemented starting tomorrow. It requires a certain amount of driving has to be signed off by a parent or guardian. News 12 New Jersey's Amanda Lee joins us with more details from the NBC in Eatontown. Amanda?
Well, Eric, before you pull on up here to take your driver's license exam, you've got to jump through one more hoop first, and that is your parents' approval. The new law says that you have to have 50 hours of driving, and then you have to have a parent or guardian sign off on it. And they say that 10 of those hours need to be completed during hours of darkness. And the New Jersey Motor Vehicle Commission says they want people to spend more time practicing before they're granted a driver's license. They said in a statement that this underscores the importance of putting time in behind the wheel, which is crucial for young drivers as they learn how to operate a vehicle. And more practice leads to safer, more capable drivers, which in turn leads to safer roads for all. Now, although this new law starts today, they won't begin processing these supervised driving forms until August 1st. So if you already have your permit and you plan on getting your license before August, you should be good. Reporting live in Eatontown, Amanda Lee, News 12 New Jersey.
Some Flatbush tenants are finally warm in their homes after going without heat and hot water for 2 months. News 12's Nadia Galindo tells us why those tenants, however, are still at odds with their landlord.
Tenants at 2500 Bedford Avenue are on a rent strike.
It's a last step. It's the last straw. It's the only thing we haven't tried to do.
Heat and hot water finally restored here today after tenants have been enduring the bitter cold since December. But the list of concerns don't stop there.
The cabinets are coming apart. I had an electrical fire there.
Tenants also report water leaks, mold, rats, and peeling paint. On the HPD website, there are 439 open violations at this building and 294 complaints filed over the last 2 years.
That is deplorable, and this is the reason why we want to highlight this particular landlord, because he is disgraceful.
Councilmember Farrah Lewis and public advocate Jamani Williams toured the building, which is owned by Yona Bandberger, the landlord coming in at number 16 on Williams' top 100 worst landlords in New York City.
What we're seeing more and more are tenants using our list to help organize.
He shared what he thinks needs to happen.
Buildings need to be taken from these landlords, and hopefully giving to Tenants his first right of refusal.
We tried to reach out to Banberger for comment through Alder Capital, where he's listed as an executive chairman, and are still waiting to hear back. In Flatbush, I'm Nadia Galindo, News 12 Brooklyn.
A teacher in Union County is heading to the Super Bowl. Deanna Flanagan is a dance teacher at Rawway High School, plus an Eagles cheerleader. News 12 caught up with her before the big game.
Go Birds! This is my rookie season as an Eagles cheerleader. This is the most amazing rookie season you could possibly ask for. To get to the big game is really incredible, and our team has worked super hard, and we're really excited to go and cheer them on and get them the big win.
5, 6, 7, 8. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
It's been an amazing feeling because you can feel the energy starting to build. Week after week, I would come in, and the first thing the students would say to me in the morning is, "Go Birds, Miss Flanagan." It's been really fun to be on that ride with my students and be able to share that with them. And I graduated from this high school, and so to have that connection with the students and then to be able to share my dream with them has been really great. And I really hope that it's showing them that you can go after your own dreams, and I hope to inspire them to do that for themselves one day. This is the dream job, and I also have the dream job of being a professional dancer and being able to represent the Eagles. When you do what you love, you don't work a day in your life. So I'm super grateful to be able to do that and just do what I'm passionate about. Jacob and Sons. I hope that they realize that you are, one, never too old to go after your dreams. They know that this is my rookie season with the Eagles, and I think that they're excited that I'm still doing what I love and that it doesn't end after high school and it doesn't end after college, and you can continue to pursue your passions, even in the arts and in sports, and you can make these things happen for yourself, and I hope that I'm truly an example of that.
1, 2, 3. Go Birds!